I should have played it back. But I was so focused on playing my 1202. I put like $5, $10, something on 1202 today. I was focused on that, y'all. That 1202 coming back out again for the 9th time since October 1st. For the 9th time since October 1st, that 1202 is coming back out. I was all focused on that. I was all focused on that 1202. Trust me. I was after it, y'all. I was after it. So let's take a look. Hey, Ernest, how you doing? Take a look what came out. For most people, playing the lottery is a habit. It's something they do for fun. For most people, they're doing it for fun. They like the excitement of it. They like the thrill of victory. Most people. Not me. I'm not playing a lottery to have fun. I'm playing a lottery to win. I enjoy winning. Just like on a basketball court. I enjoy winning. So but I get most of my satisfaction out of box hit, Yolanda, 038, 380. That 74 is a good number though. Hey Gary, how you doing? Yeah. All right, let's take a look at what came out, y'all. My life, what's up? Lee, Illinois. As soon as I looked at Illinois, Lee, the 236, the rundown I gave y'all. 632. 142 came right back. Tim, what's up? Jade, what's up? The lottery. It's just all about odds and probability, y'all. Odds and probability. What's the likelihood? Let's use those words. What's the likelihood of one number hitting 4 times in 1 week? What's the odds? Have y'all ever seen one number hit 4 times in 1 week in that state? I seen it happen just a few weeks ago in New Jersey. Same number came out 4 times in 1 week. Arizona, Donald. Hey, Cynthia. 826. Arkansas, 986 hit. 0031. Well, I want everyone to understand. What I'm doing is increasing your chances to win. What I'm doing for you is increasing your chances of winning by providing you with numbers that has a high probability of winning. I'm going to say it again. What I'm doing for you is increasing your chances of winning by providing you with numbers that have a high probability of winning. Yep. We're going to talk about those 8s. We're going to talk about those 8s in a second, y'all. 343, California. People like to play lottery based off their emotions. 078, Purple Box, Colorado. People like to play the lottery based off their emotions. I like that number. I like that number. That's all you ever hear. That's an emotion. That's a feeling. The lottery ain't got nothing to do with your emotions or feelings. The lottery ain't got nothing to do with your kid's birthday. It ain't got nothing to do with your car tag number. It ain't got nothing to do with your anniversary. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. What it has to do, 706. People in my private group. 708 came out in Connecticut with the wild ball. So if you played the purple box in Connecticut, you hit straight. You think the people down at the lottery headquarters sitting there talking about, yo, let's make Joey's birthday come out today. Let's 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 make Joey's car tag come out today. Hey, it's Joey's kid's birthday today. Let's make Joey's kid's birthday come out today. Hey, you over there in the lottery headquarters at the lottery commission. Let's make Joey's address come out today. Do you think they saying that down there at the lottery headquarters? No. They ain't saying that. Yo, make those numbers in the dream book come out. Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a serious question. All y'all. Everybody in Georgia and North Carolina that's been down to their lottery headquarters. Everybody that's in Georgia and North Carolina, you've been down to the lottery headquarters to collect your winnings. Have you ever seen an employee of the Georgia Lottery Commission or the North Carolina Lottery Commission headquarters? You ever see a employee walk out with a dream book in his hand? You ever see an employee of the lottery headquarters at lunchtime sitting at the table doing a workout, doing flips, doing mirrors? Do y'all know anybody that worked for the Georgia Lottery or the North Carolina Lottery that's sitting in their house right now doing flips and mirrors? Do y'all know anybody? Now, some of y'all got to have some friends in North Carolina that work there. They got to work there. They got to live in the state. Somebody knows somebody that worked for the lottery headquarters. And I bet you one thing, you come over their house on Friday night, they ain't sitting at their kitchen table doing some flips and mirrors and sums and grids and dream books. I bet you. And I'll say it again. Some of y'all, somebody got some friends that work at the Georgia or North Carolina headquarters. Cousin, aunt, grandma, somebody worked there. Y'all know somebody. I bet you one thing, you go to their house on a Friday night, they ain't sitting there doing no workout. I bet you that. I wonder why. Because they know better. They know better. Yeah, I can see them now. Yeah, they inside the lottery headquarters in Georgia, North Carolina. They sitting there doing a workout. The employees that work there, they sitting at the lunchroom table right now doing it. Hell no, they ain't doing that. Florida 605 box hit. Florida. I bet you somebody got a cousin, a nanny, a grandma, your auntie, somebody worked there. 548. Indiana Highway. That's the number off the blackboard. That's the number off the blackboard. That's the number I gave y'all on Monday. I asked you to play it all week. But not only that, with the Super Bowl, it was a 745. So it's both numbers. That's the same thing I just did last night. I combo any super box wheel 376, 379, 369. I hit all three of them straight. So if you comboed all the numbers off the blackboard, the Brilliant Thoughts, that's the name of it, Brilliant Thoughts, you could have hit the 584 straight and the 745 straight. A double bubble, as we used to say. A double bubble. See, it's many strategies to win it in my system. And I'm going to break some of them down to you. Since I know that my list is straight every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, people ain't know that. First time I ever mentioned this live. My list is straight every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What I would do is play boxed all week long until Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then I'm going for the big money. I'm going to play straight and box. I done built my account up all week long. Now I'm going to hit the home run. I'm going to hit the home run now because I'm going straight box for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. See, I don't count my losses. I only count my wins. I don't count my losses. I only count my wins. I'm not worried about my losses. I can lose $5, and then I win $50. See how I don't count my losses? Not worrying about that. I'm looking for the final objective to win a big amount. I could lose on Monday. I could lose on Tuesday. I could lose on Wednesday. I could lose on Thursday. I could lose on Friday. I could lose on Saturday. I could lose on Sunday. Then Sunday night, I mess around and win $15,000. So who cares about the little $4,000 I lost? I just made $11,000 profit. I ain't worrying about those little losses. I'm just looking for that final objective to win a big amount. I ain't worrying about the little losses. So I go to the store and play every day. I go to the store and play every day. Wow. Tip easy. I know you someplace sick to your stomach right now. That 584 came out 2 times, and you got 548 straight. You got 548. I know you someplace sick to your stomach. You got to combo these numbers. Because combo, it comes out any order. Any order. And anybody in my group don't know how to combo, I'll show you. 2307. I know that's a hit. Wow. Pick 5, John Scott. Pick 5, John Scott. 37698. I know that number. 37698. I know that number. Trust me. Michigan 204. Box hit. Why do I know that number? Michigan 3760. I know that number. Michigan last night. Tennessee 936. Say no more. Game over, Dino. Game over. It's all about odds and probability. I know the odds of 376, 379, 369 coming out are great. Why? Because I've been looking at those numbers for over 30 years. I've been studying those numbers to see how often they hit for over 30 years. Now, easy math. Which one have a greater odds of coming out? 376, 379, 369, or some quads? Or some quads. 376, 379, 369 comes out almost every single day. Every single day. Someplace across the United States. I'd rather play that every single day than sit there and play some quads and hope for the best. I'll just put a whole bunch of money on 376, 379, 369. That's what I would do. $5,000 from pick 3, $5,000 from pick 4, $5,000 is $5,000. I don't care. I don't care if the $5,000 come from the Powerball. I don't care if the $5,000 come from pick 2. In Pennsylvania, we got pick 2 for y'all didn't know. I'm from Pennsylvania. All I want to do is win. I don't care where the $5,000 come from. Powerball, Mega Millions, Cash 5, pick 3, pick 4, pick 2, pick 1. All I want to do is win. I ain't got no favorites. Everybody, I like playing pick 4. I like winning. I like winning. That's what I like. I like to win. I don't care what the game is. I don't have no favorites. I don't have no picks. I just want to win. Now, everyone has a pet. How do you determine if your pet is a number that you should be playing? How do you determine this? I'm going to tell you how you determine this. How often does your pet come out? How often does your pet come out? Like my pet numbers is 376, 379, 369, right? They come out every day. What if your pet is a crazy number that never comes out? Then drop your pet and get a new pet number. Your pet number should be 376, 379, 369. Drop your pet and get a new one. Because your pet is a number that doesn't come out often enough for you to be playing every single day. There you go. And what's the time frame? A month. My pet comes out every single month. 3 to 10 times a month. every single month. You could check any state in the United States and look with the fireball, wild ball, if they got that, and watch how many times 376, 379, 369 comes out. Comes out way more often than quads. Way more often than quads. Just this week alone, those numbers have hit more than 10 times. This week, across the United States. We're going to take a look, y'all. We're going to take a look. North Carolina is where my mom was born at. Shout out to my mom. Thanks for everything you did for me yesterday. Everything you did. I hit the pick 4 yesterday, 3769. I hit the pick 3 yesterday, 376. I hit the pick 3 yesterday, 379. I hit the pick 3 yesterday, 369. And I put my tickets and my video on my Facebook page for everybody to see. And these are the same numbers I asked y'all to play. And one more thing. I told everyone in my club to play New Jersey. Everybody in my private club, I told you to play New Jersey. And that's where it came out at. Where I live at, New Jersey. Wink, wink. Thanks, Mom. So, let's go see how many times in North Carolina, this 376, 379 that came out this year. This year, let's take a look. Let's swing this camera around. We're going to take a look, y'all. And y'all going to count it with me. In January, the 376, 379 come out in January. Let's take a look. Let's see. We're going to count them out. So far, nope. Not in January so far. 378, that ain't it. Nope. January. 0 times in January. That's messing up the law averages. 0 times in January. Let me double check. 0 times in January. Let's go to February. See how many times it came out in February. Any 376, 379? February? No. So far, not in February. Oh, there you go. 2 times. So far, we got 2 times in 8 weeks. That sounds like 25%. Quick math. 2 times in 8 weeks. So let's see what happens. Let's go to March. 2 times in 8 weeks. Why is there 3 drawers on this one? I'm in the right state. Hold on a second. Here. Let's go to March. How many times in March? Let's see. Any 379s? So we got 2 times so far. 2 times. Oh, 3 times. 3 times. How many weeks is this? 3 times in 9 weeks. Right? 1, 2, 3. About 9 weeks. 3 times. Let's keep going. So it came out 3 times. Let's go to the next month. We're in April. 3 times. Keep going. 4 times. April. Let's keep going. 4 times April so far. Let's go to May. Let's see. May. 5 times. To go May. 379 on the 10th. 5 times. Let's keep going. 6 times. 637. Let's keep going. 7 times. May 29th. So 7 times so far. I'm only in May. Let's go to June. 8 times. June. Let's keep going. June. 8 times. Let's keep going. 8 times so far. 8 times. We in June. Let's go to July. We're on 8. July. Anything in July? All right, July looks a little scarce. Nothing in July. Let's go to August. August pickup. And 9 times August. Let's see. 10 times August. Let's keep going. Let's go to September. 10 times August. Let's go to September. 11 times. 11 times. Let's see. Keep going. 11 times. 12 times. 12 times I'm in September, y'all. 12 times. All right. October. Let's see. 12 times in October. Let's keep going. 12 times. 13 times. Let's keep going. All right. 14 times. I'm in October. 367 right there. Keep going. But now we're on November. We're on 14 times. Let's see. 14 times. 14 times. Now let's see December. December. 15 times. So now that I sat here and looked at just 1 month, I looked at one state. I looked at North Carolina. 376, 379, 369 hit 15 times this year. 15 times. Now you're gonna tell me quads hit 15 times in your state? You gonna sit here and tell me quads hit 15 times in the state you live in? No. First, folks, you can't dispute the law of averages. You can't dispute. You can't go around math. You can sit there and tell me about your flips. You can sit there and tell me about your mirrors. You can tell me about your sums. You can tell me about your grids. You can tell me about your dream book. You can tell me about your workouts. But guess what? You ain't hit no number 15 times this year. 3 numbers 15 times. 3 numbers 15 times this year. It's only 12 months. They hit 15 times. They didn't hit more times than it is months. So you gonna tell me your workout that made you win 15 times this year? Your flip, your sum, your grid, only using 3 numbers. Now, imagine if I was looking at the purple box. It'd be over 100 something wins there. If I went there and looked at the purple box, it'd be over 100 something wins in North Carolina. Just this one state, North Carolina. You gonna tell me your workout made you win the lottery 100 times this year? You gonna tell me your flip made you win the lottery 100 times? Your grid, your dream book? That's about eight times a month. About 8 times a month. You gonna tell me your workout make you win the lottery 8 times a month? The answer is no. Come on, folks, wake up. It's 2021. You're dealing with outdated concepts passed down through generation to generation. Your great grandma used to do flips. Your great grandma used to do mirrors. Your great great grandma used to do workouts. Your great 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 grandmother had a dream book. Come on. We got iPhones now. Y'all don't need that stuff no more. We got iPhones. We got computers now. We don't need no dream book. We got a computer. Don't need no dream book no more. You got a computer. All right, let's keep going, y'all. I just want to show y'all that. And if y'all don't believe me, y'all go look at any state y'all want to go look at. Just in case y'all just think I picked the state North Carolina. You go look at any state you want to go look at. Y'all choose a state. We look at another state. You choose it. Because it doesn't make a difference. I don't care what state you choose. 1-on-1 always going to be 2. 376, 379, 369 comes out every single day. I don't care what state y'all pick. You go look. You go look. Wherever state you want, you go look. And you write down how many times 376, 379, 369 came out this year. And watch you be sitting there amazed. Like, damn, Mark was right. Numbers do come out. No matter where I live at. The numbers that hit most often are the numbers that hit most often. Y'all sit there and complain about repeats. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all sit there and complain about repeats. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a repeat. That's a repeat. Well, if the number keep coming out all over the world, all through the United States. How come you not playing it? Your numbers don't come out. You trying to win? Won't you play the numbers that win? Don't that make sense to you? Play the numbers that win. Nah, I'd rather play numbers that lose. I like losing. I'd rather keep playing my numbers. My numbers lose every single day. I like doing that. That makes no sense to me. That makes no logical sense. My numbers lose every single day. I'm just keep on playing them. My numbers lose every single day. I'm just keep on playing them. But you are trying to win, right? Yeah, I'm trying to win, but I like playing my numbers. But your numbers make you lose every day. I just like them. They my numbers. I just like them. But the objective is to win. I like just playing my numbers. Aren't you playing to win? Oh, yeah, I'm playing to win, but I just like these numbers. I've been playing these numbers a long time. Newsflash. Just because you've been doing something a very long time, don't make it right. Just because you've been doing something a very long time, don't make it right. All it means that you've been doing something a long time very wrong. That's all. All right, y'all. So we looking at this board. Let's get these numbers up here, y'all. We're looking at this board. Now that I gave y'all that insight, we're looking at this board. 745, 136, 379, 548, 275, 403, 403. The young lady asked me to narrow down the numbers, 233, to one number for 369. So I'm going to try to do that right now, 703. 9 and 73. Play until Monday. Monday is my cousin's birthday. Me and my cousin has been a pair hanging around each other since he was born. My cousin is 2 years younger than me. I remember my cousin used to sleep in the drawer. Back in the 60s when we ain't had no crib, used to put the baby in a drawer. I remember my cousin used to sleep in the drawer. You know, folks from North Carolina, South Carolina, y'all know what I'm talking about. Baby come home from the hospital, you ain't got no crib before. So you put the baby in the drawer. That's how long me and my cousin been hanging out together. Since he was in the damn drawer. Shout out to my cousin Ed. Since he was in the drawer, you know. My family from North Carolina, South Carolina. So, for all the people out there, I got all the answers to the test. All you got to do is cheat off my paper. There you go. I'm giving y'all the numbers. We gonna act like we in high school. We gonna act like I'm a smart guy in high school. Wow. I slept in the drawer and gas back closed. So you know what I'm talking about, Matthew. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I got a lot of country in me, but those of y'all know. A lot of country. Like I love mustard sardines. I grew up on mustard sardines. My father's from South Carolina, and every Sunday morning we would have mustard sardines, grits, cheese, eggs, and mustard sardines. That was my Sunday morning breakfast. Grits, cheese, eggs, and mustard sardines. Yep. I love that stuff. I still love mustard sardines up until today. Yep. I love grits. I don't put no sugar on no grits either, y'all. Some weird people out there putting sugar on grits. I put salt, pepper, and butter. If you from North Carolina, you from South Carolina, you putting salt, pepper, and butter on grits. You ain't put no sugar. Where they get that stuff from? Well, that's some weirdo stuff that got invented probably in the 80s. Yep, butter. There you go. Salt, pepper, and butter. I love grits. Quaker Oats grits with my. Yeah, there you go. We talking about. We talking about the grits with the Quaker Oat man on there. Them grits. I only know one type of grits. That grits. And that can of sardines. That can of sardines, the the mustard sardines was like golden yellow, and it had blue writing. I remember it. Yes, I love it. Yep, that's what I'm talking about, folks. I'm gonna tell you all this. Y'all gonna laugh. I remember when I was a kid, I used to eat pig feet all the time. I used to eat pig feet. I used to eat pig feet and chitlins. We call them chitlins. Ain't no chitterlings. It's chitlins. Where I come from, we say chitlins. Ain't no chitterlings. I never met a person from down south talking about, yeah, go give me some chitterlings. Somebody go give me some chitterlings. We say chitlins. That's what we say, chitlins. My grandma made chitlins. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. And I had chitlins every Christmas. Yep. I never had no chitterlings in my life. I'm gonna tell you this, Miss Smith. At the corner store, they used to sell pig feet. They used to sell pig feet in a jar. That's what I'm talking about. Pig feet in a jar at the corner store in my block when I was a kid. I used to go in there, it used to be floating into some sauce. The pig foot was floating in some reddish looking sauce. I don't know what that was. I never knew what the red stuff was. It was just floating, a pig foot. Yep, I used to be sitting there looking at like, somebody gonna actually go buy a raw pig foot? Somebody about to buy that? It's pickle sauce. I didn't know what it was. What the hell is the sauce? What is the ingredients of pig feet sauce? What's the ingredients? What made it turn red? I didn't know what it was when I was a kid. I didn't know what it was. I used to be sitting there looking at it like, damn, the pig foot got a big toe on it. The pig foot got a toe on it. And it's inside a jar. That's what I used to be looking at as a kid, y'all. So I told y'all I was crazy, y'all. Told you as a kid I was crazy. Told you. Yep, eggs too. Yeah, I love eggs also. Double eggs. I just had some double eggs Thanksgiving. Pickled pig feet. Yo, I tell you, I remember I remember cooking on a hot plate. I learned how to cook breakfast on a hot plate, y'all. We got our gas cut off. We got our gas cut off, and my mother had to cook on a hot plate. So that's how I learned how to cook on a hot plate because we ain't had no gas. Couldn't pay the bills. Gas man came and cut the gas off. We was in there with us. Y'all know, y'all been poor. Y'all, I was in there with a kerosene heater. My dad used to get a kerosene heater, and I think you pour the kerosene in there, and your whole house smelled like burning cars. That's what your house smelled like, a burning car. And we used to be in there. And then since we ain't had no hot water, we had to put a pot or a cold water on top of the kerosene heater, and then it heat up. And then you take it upstairs and pour it in the sink and wash up. That's how I used to wash up before I go to school. I had to take a bucket of water and go upstairs and put it in the sink while the water was still hot, and then I wash up and go to school because gas got cut off. Couldn't pay the gas bill. Electric never got cut off though. My electric never got cut off. My dad ain't play that. We wouldn't be sitting in the dark. Gas got cut off. Yo, I ain't had no gas through the whole winter. We ain't paid the gas bill to the summertime. We ain't had no gas through the whole winter. It was crazy. My cousins came to my house because my cousins used to come to my house on the weekends. So I used to go over their house, and my dad wouldn't open up the front door because we ain't had no gas, and we ain't had no heat. And my dad was embarrassed, so he left them outside. He didn't let them come in the house. They came up there, rung the doorbell. My grandfather, my cousin Peanut, my cousin Chucky, they bought their little bags, their little travel bags. My dad did one of those. Yo, what y'all want? Oh, y'all come to stay the weekend? No, y'all not. Close the door right in their face. That's how crazy my dad was. It was my grandfather and my two cousins. Dad tell the story. We was too embarrassed. We was sitting there sleeping in the coats. We was in the house sleeping in our winter coats with a blanket on us because it was cold. The kerosene heater was in the living room. It was in the living room, but our bedrooms was upstairs. That wasn't doing me no good. The heat ain't rise up and go in my room. So I'm in there with a winter coat on and a blanket, sleeping like I'm outside. Yep. Those were the days. Maine 801 hit. Last night. Last night, right now. Maine 137, straight hit. Maine, red box. 4756. Where we at, y'all? Michigan 872 box hit. Michigan 5135 box hit. My father used to have me outside. He told me, I'm not going to ever give you anything. This is what my father told me. I'm not going to ever give you anything. Everything you're going to give me from me, you're going to earn. You got to take out the trash. You got to make up your bed. You got to make sure you get good grades on your report card. And I'm going to give you an allowance. My allowance is like a quarter. And every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock in the morning, I had to get up and clean the house. Shine up all the furniture. And shine up the furniture. I had wooden floors in my house. So we had to get a can of Aero Wax. I remember it like it was yesterday. A white, blue, red, and black can, Aero Wax. And we had to shine the floors. Then we took Pledge furniture polish. And we had to shine up the break front, the living room set. We had to shine up everything. I felt like a little indentured servant. That's how I felt. As a kid, I felt like an indentured servant. All I did was work hard every single day. But it instilled a work ethic in me. My dad, he ain't play that stuff. He wasn't raising no lazy kids. I don't even know how I feel to lay in the bed Saturday morning. I finished all that work by 8 o'clock so I can watch the cartoons. I can't even imagine laying in the bed at 7:30 on Saturday morning and my dad come back there. Like, what you doing? Shouldn't you be downstairs working? Nah, Dad, I'm tired right now. I don't feel like getting up. It's Saturday. I ain't got no school. I can't even imagine saying that. I wouldn't be here today to tell this story. I'd be up on the mantelpiece with a picture. That's where I'd be at. Yo, Dad, I don't feel like getting up. It's Saturday morning. I'm tired. Yep. And that's been the last words I remember. And I'll be up on the mantelpiece in the picture with an RIP right next to my name. Yep. My dad ain't play that stuff. Never, ever. I didn't talk back to my parents till I was 18 years old. And when I talked back to them, I had my bag packed already. Well, actually, the cops was taking me out the house. I forgot about that part. The cops came and got me because I felt as though I was man enough to challenge my dad. I weighed like 132 pounds. I'm going to challenge my dad. My dad like, well, man, I don't even feel like kicking your ass. I'm going to call the cops. I'm going to call the cops and the cops will come get you. I don't even put my hands on you. I'm going to call the cops and the cops will come get you. Cops came and got me and took me out the house. And I went and got me an apartment a few years later. Yep. My mom never beat me. My dad did all the beating. Yep. I told y'all, my dad used to lock me in the basement because I didn't know my timetables. Lock me in the basement with a piece of cardboard and a big ass crayon. Lock me in the basement because I thought 9 times 9 was 18. Lock my ass right in the basement. Till I got it right. My dad didn't let me out the basement until I got my timetables right. All right, y'all, where we at? New York. And when I tell people I don't know how to roller skate, I don't know how to ride a skateboard, I don't know how to roller skate, I never owned a ball in my life. I didn't get my first basketball till I was 18 years old. I didn't get a bike. I never had a bike until I was 18. Nah, I was 18 when I got my first bike. My dad said, anything that can make you run in the street, and I gotta take your dumb ass to the hospital. I ain't got no insurance. You ain't having. So I ain't buying you no skates. I ain't buying you no balls. I never owned a baseball bat. Never owned a baseball bat. Nothing. None of those things that make you run out on the street. And when I got hit by a car, man, I wanted to go home with the person that hit me. When I got hit by a car, I went, yo, sir, excuse me, could you take me home, please? Because my dad about to kick my ass. I know I'm hurt and I know I'm limping, but could you take me home with you? When I got hit by a car, that's how I felt. 463. The number's off the blackboard, right? Oh, that was last week's number. 463. Oh, it's last week's number. Sorry about that. Yep. My dad, y'all had no idea how mean my father was. Mean. I used to cry. I used to cry when I got a C on my report card. A C. C was average when I was going to school. A was excellent. B was good. C was average. I used to cry when I got a C on my report card because I knew my dad was about to beat my ass for getting a C. My dad didn't accept average. He wanted us all to be excellent. He wanted everybody to have A's and B's. You come home with a C, you might as well just go start walking to the basement your own self. Go ahead and walk down the basement and go out there and start doing your homework down there. Yeah, you can go to that basement. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave the light on for you. Sometimes my dad be mean enough to turn off the light and scare the shit out of you. Turn off the light, have you down there in the dark. I'm supposed to do my homework in the dark. Nah, you just sit down there and you're going to learn a lesson. So, I called myself running away one day. Called myself running away. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of getting my ass whooped. Tired of not knowing my timetables. Tired of getting C's on my report card. I'm running away. I ran away for an hour. My stomach got growling. But I only went about 6 blocks. Called myself walking around mad. You know how you walk around mad and shit like that with your arms folded. Tired of this shit. Walk around mad and shit, stomping your feet. Walk around mad. I walked around for an hour till I got hungry. Came back and took that ass whooping. My dad opened the door. He looked at me. I already see that he had the "I'm about to beat your ass" look on his face. I just went upstairs and took that ass whooping. Just went upstairs. Took my ass whooping. Took my little backpack. I call myself being like Huckleberry Finn, carrying my little backpack and shit. Yep, just went upstairs. Look, I might as well just beat my own self and shit. Take your punishment. I'll beat my own self. Tired of this. If you live in Pennsylvania and you got the 475 count there also with the wild ball. If you live in Pennsylvania and you play the purple box, 456 count there straight. Yo. 15. Wow. If you played the big 4 list I gave you right now, 1575, you hit that. Yo, my dad, he ain't play no games, y'all. He ain't play no games whatsoever. I told y'all about the time when I questioned them about why we keep eating this. Why we keep eating leftovers. Mom, how come we got leftovers every night? We had a baked chicken. Now you turn the baked chicken to stewed chicken. You turn the baked chicken to stew on Tuesday. Now it's a stewed chicken. On Wednesday it's just like chicken soup. Why we keep having leftovers all the time? My dad said, "You not hungry? You ain't gotta eat. You ain't hungry. You ain't gotta eat." I was just questioning why we keep having leftovers. Tired of eating the same thing every night. Tired of that. My dad said, when you get your job and you get your own house, you can cook what you want. Tonight, you're going to eat this damn chicken. We had chicken on Monday. We had chicken on Tuesday. We had chicken on Wednesday. Tired of eating chicken. Every day I look up, we having damn chicken. That's why I don't eat no damn chicken right now, because I had chicken a million times as a kid. Tired of chicken. Sorry, man. Sorry telling the chicken story. 235 came out in VA. That's the numbers I told y'all to play also. 235. And the 123 came out. So my sisters, I got 4 sisters. And they used to be getting their hair done all the time. My sister used to have long hair. And my mom used to take the straightening comb, put it in the fire. Put the straightening comb in the fire and drag it through my sister's hair. I often wondered, how do you know when to take the straightening comb out the fire? Do you leave the straightening comb in the fire for like 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes? How do you know when to take the straightening comb out the fire to put it in your hair? I never knew that. All my mom used to do is take that grease. She used to take my sister's hair, put a big part down the middle, put grease in it, and slide it to the side like that, and take the straightening comb and rake it down like that. Rake it. But I'm just wondering how long you supposed to leave the straightening comb in the fire to a turn like bright red? How long do you do it? I always wondered that. Nobody never told me the answer. And then my sister used to be jumping because she had like little cooties on the back of her head. She used to be jumping. So my mom used to trying to drag the straightening comb through the little cooties because she had a little peasy head in the back. And my mom was trying to make it straight for Easter. I remember that. I used to stand there looking at it like crazy. My sister jumping, and then next thing you know, you get a burn mark on your neck because the straightening comb hit on the back of your neck and brand the back of your neck. Now you got a burning mark. They call it peasy. That's what it's called, peasy. Yep. So all the people that got that burn mark on the back of their neck from the straightening comb, when you was a kid, you got branded with the straightening comb because you was jumping. You should have held your head still instead of jumping, and you wouldn't got that burn mark on your neck. That. So my brother, I got a little brother. He was our crash test dummy. Anything we wanted to experiment with, we used my little brother. So we used to take my little brother. We used to play bumper cars. We ain't had no car back then. So we used to go to the supermarket and get a shopping cart. We used to bring home our little food in the shopping cart. We pushed the shopping cart home from the supermarket. So we had like a kind of big basement. So we used to take my little brother and put him in the front of the shopping cart. And we used to crash into each other and play, like bumper cars, like crash into the cars. Then my little brother fell over and got 2 black eyes. He got a busted head. We took my little brother and pushed him down the steps in a box because we thought that the box was going to slide straight down. Oh, thank you. We thought the box was going to slide straight down the steps like on TV. We didn't know that since my brother's leaning on the front of the box going to tumble over like that. So next thing you know it, now you got a busted head. My brother was our crash test dummy for everything. For everything. So when we moved in that house, it was rich people that lived in that house. And they had glass doorknobs. The house had glass doorknobs. I mean, I'm come from the hood, and we got metal doorknobs. But the house we moved in, once my dad got some money together and got us a better house, they had glass doorknobs. Once again, here go myself from here. I'm all crazy. So we playing Tarzan. We used to play Tarzan on the door. I used to stand on the top of the door and swing back and forth like this on the top of the door. On a glass doorknob, y'all. A glass doorknob. You already know what happened. So the doorknob broke and cut my foot from end to end. My foot was sliced open to the white meat. I was bleeding like a pig. Now we got to explain this to my dad. Now we got to explain to my dad why my foot bleeding and why I got to go to the hospital. You know my dad don't want to take me to the hospital because he ain't got no insurance, and we're gonna get a hospital bill. We can't pay that. We ain't got no heat. So how are we gonna pay a hospital bill? Man, my dad, I bullshit y'all not. My dad took a washcloth. My dad took a washcloth and some of that white tape and wrapped it around my foot. And that was his way of fixing my foot. He took some, what's that stuff? the stuff that stuff in the brown bottle that you pour on the wound, that stuff. It began with a P. He poured it on my foot. He poured it on my foot and wrapped a washcloth around my foot. I wrapped the washcloth around and took some white tape and wrapped it around my foot. And that's how I went to school on Monday. Peroxide. There you go. Peroxide. I went to school on Monday with my little Chuck Taylors. That's why I had Chuck Taylors and a washcloth on my foot. Thank you. I had a washcloth stuck inside a shoe and with some damn duct tape probably. No, my dad probably was duct tape on my foot. It's bad enough I'm pigeon toe. It's bad enough my feet like this already. And now I got damn washcloth wrapped around my foot. And I gotta go to school and I'm walking like this. I'm walking like this. You're not going? Oh, yes, you are. In my house, you going to school. My dad, you going to school. You better go to school, or you better not come back home. My dad ain't play at school. I told y'all my mom sent me to school with a trash bag on. My mom sent me to school with a trash bag on. I used to wear a Glad trash bag to school. Puerto Rico, 487. Puerto Rico, 4632. Yeah. I ain't never had no raincoat. I ain't never had no rain boots. What's a raincoat? What's rain boots? What is that? Where rich kids got that? I ain't had that. It's 6 of us. I had a green trash bag on. That's all I had. So one day I decided to play in the rain with my green trash bag on. The school was right down the street from my house. It only took me about 15 minutes to get home. It was raining real bad one day, and we were out there, me and my buddy, Jerry McNeil. I'll never forget, Jerry McNeil. We were building mud dams in the driveway because the water was coming down the driveway. Because where I lived at in Western Plain, they had driveways. The water was coming down the driveway. We was trying to make a dam with the mud. So I stayed outside for like 45 minutes playing in the rain with my green trash bag on. My dad got home from work at 4:30. I got out of school at 3 o'clock. I didn't come home from school 3:45. And my mom told my dad that I was late coming home from school. God. I told y'all my dad had 2 belts hanging in the closet. The name of the belt was Brown Lightning and Black Lightning. The belts had names. He used to leave the closet door open just to intimidate you. He used to leave the closet door open just to intimidate you. You seen the 2 belts hanging in there. You know them 2 belts mean. I came home at like 10:04. I got out of school at 3 o'clock. Came home like 10:04. My dad came on early that day, y'all. My dad came on early that day. And I come walking in the house after him. I just automatically start crying. Before my dad even raised his hand to hit me, I automatically start crying. Them tears, I had them tears saved. Them tears were saved in my eyes for emergency. And as soon as he raised his hand, I start crying. Them tears was on layaway, y'all, for emergency. And I know I was about to get messed up, get my ass whipped. So I start automatically crying as soon as he raised his hand. Oh, my dad good to smack the shit out of you. He'd smack your head around backwards. Just like in the cartoons when their head spin around backwards. That's how hard my dad would slap you. My dad slapped the shit out of me one time for giving him an idea. My dad slapped the shit out of me for giving him an idea. See, I told you I was raised with stay out of grown folks' conversation. Stay out of grown folks' conversation. The kid's supposed to be in that room playing. Grown folks in there drinking, talking, playing cards, and that kind of stuff. You stay in the other room. You're only supposed to be around grown folks. That's the way I was raised. So one day I had a bright idea. My dad was outside with a contractor doing cement work. So something in my little crazy mind told me to tell my dad, why you got him here? You could do this. What you paying him for? You could do this. I thought I had a bright idea because I thought my dad was, real, he had the ingenuity. He could do all that kind of stuff. He put in plumbing and he put in paneling in the house and he did all the floors. But something in my little crazy mind told me to tell my dad, you don't need him. Yep. And he slapped my head around backwards. My head was facing that way when he finished. Hey, Art, 548 heavy. Yep. It just came out, Rodney. It just came out in another state, Indiana, Iowa. Yeah, y'all. My dad ain't play no games, y'all. My dad was crazy. He ain't play no games. My dad went out of fort. My dad went outside the fort like 6 teenage guys by himself with a blank gun. The teenagers was bothering us. My dad went outside with a blank gun, some platform shoes, and some bell bottoms to fight people. Yep, my dad looked crazy. And the funny part, I look like my dad. That's the funny part. I look like him. Yep. So imagine this. My dad is only five. My dad's like 5'7". He's like 5'7", 150 something pounds. And he go outside to fight like 5 or 6 dudes. Yeah, keep it in, Rodney. With a blank gun. He pulled out the blank gun and shot it up in the air, y'all. He didn't actually throw the punches, but he went to go fight him, though. I thought my dad was brave. I never told y'all the story that one girl beat up my whole family. Did I ever tell y'all the story about the one girl that beat up my whole family? It's 6 of us, and one girl beat us all up. I'll tell y'all the story. My mom got locked up for this. My mom got locked up for fighting a teenager because she got tired of the teenager beating up all the kids, all her kids. One girl beat up everybody, my whole family. I'll tell y'all the story how it all started. So my sister, back in the old days, we used to have dance contests. In the old days, in the 70s, we used to have dance contests. Who got the best dance moves? So my sister Dee Dee, she invented this dance move in the house, like the robot. You know, back in the day, we was doing a robot in the 70s. And next thing you know it, the girl said that the girl Pootie, her name was Pootie with the big booty. That was her name, Pootie with the big booty. This story is in my family. It's been in my family for years, 30, 40 years, 50 years. So Pootie with the big booty said that my sister Dee Dee stole her dance moves, right? So next thing you know it, she went to fight my sister Dee Dee. The problem is my sister Dee Dee wore size 0. She wore size 0. My sister Dee Dee is this big. So me and Dee Dee was on our way to the store to get some sunflower seeds, some pack of Cools. My mom used to smoke Cools, sunflower seeds, pack of Cools, and my mom used to get black licorice and sunflower seeds. It's funny, it's the same thing I end up, except for I don't smoke cigarettes. So Pootie seen my sister Dee Dee, and she wanted to give her a fair one. But Pootie was big as shit. Pootie was like 200 pounds. Dee Dee weighed like 52 pounds. So she went to punch Dee Dee. She hit Dee Dee in the jaw. My sister slid under a car. Like in the cartoons. Y'all know in the Wizard of Oz, when the house falls on top of a witch and all you see is the witch's feet. That's how my sister was under a car. Her feet, her whole body was under a car. It was a hot rod car. You know, cars back in the day we had hot rods. Her whole body was under the car, and the only thing was hanging out was her feet. So Pootie was like kicking her ass. I couldn't fight, even though, all right, I was a little scared to fight Pootie because Pootie was big as shit. I was a little scared to fight her. But don't tell my sister Pumpkin is part of the story. Because Pumpkin didn't be on my case about this. So that was like one week. And then next thing you know it, a couple weeks later, me and my other sister, my sister Pumpkin, we go in the store. And then next thing you know it, Pootie and her girlfriend's outside again. Pootie and her girlfriend's outside again. Now they on a payment. They want to let us go by. They surround us. They want to let us go by. They start throwing stuff at us, and we in the middle of them. Me and my sister. I'm weighing like 38 pounds. My sister weighed 39 pounds. We can't beat nobody. My sister had real long hair, and that's the sister I told you I had to share the corduroys with. I got a sister I had to share the corduroys with. We shared the same clothes because we were so skinny we can share each other clothes. And so Pootie said, Pumpkin, my sister named Pumpkin, said, Pumpkin, I'm going to kick your ass. And I said, Pumpkin, this is what I said to my sister Pumpkin. I had a moment of courage. I said, Pumpkin, let me fight her. Let me fight her. Pumpkin said, no, Spanky. My nickname Spanky. He said, no, Spanky, I got it. I got it. Pootie threw 99 consecutive punches to Pumpkin's face, head, body, ribs, chin. Pootie took my sister and grabbed her by her hair. My sister had real long hair. She grabbed her by her hair and started swinging her around like this, y'all. Y'all think I'm joking? She started swinging her around by her hair. She started pulling out big clumps of my sister's head, out of hair, out of her head. My sister had bald spots when she finished with the fight. She busted out, blacked her eye. She busted her lip. She punched in her face. Then she sat on top of her and pounded her like this. But the other girls was holding me, so I couldn't get to her. The other girls was holding me. I couldn't get to her. So my sister was getting beat up. But at the same time, I had my dog. So my dog thought we was playing. So my dog started biting my sister as she getting beat up. So my dog Smokey bite my sister getting an uppercut, the dog biting her, and Pootie punching on her, and the other girls was holding me. And then after she sat on my sister and made her say sorry for fighting her. After she beat my sister up, she sat on top of her and made her say sorry for even trying to fight her. This was the 70s. People, I tell you, they gave me a timeout when I was fighting. When I almost got knocked out, gave me a timeout. So then me and my dog took my sister back home. We opened up the front door and my mom and dad there. They in the living room watching like Johnny Carson or somebody. And they want to know what happened to my sister. My dad was so mad that the dog didn't protect my sister. He kicked the dog up the butt. The dad kicked the dog up the butt and put him down the basement I used to be at. And then my mom got so mad. She put on her shoes and went around the girl house and knocked on the girl door. And then they told the girl to come outside. She said, look, you put your MF hands on my kids. No, I'll tell you what, I'm going to kick your ass. So my mom kicked her ass, and the cops came and locked my mom up for beating up a minor. So my other sister Dee Dee, she became a cop. Probably because of that experience right there. Getting beat up by Pootie made her turn into a cop. And she ended up, when she was a teenager, her and Pootie got into another fight, and she actually beat that fight. Even though my sister wore size 0, she actually won that fight. Because my sister had long arms and stuff like that. And she ran track. She had long arms like a skeleton. And she hit Pootie from like far away. And she won that fight. So we finally got Pootie to stop beating us up. Because my mom beat her up and got locked up. And that's how Pootie stopped beating us up. And her little sister beat up my little sister. Her next door neighbor beat up my brother. We was just the family of people that got beat up all the time because we couldn't fight. So, and we Facebook friends today. Me and the girl Pootie is Facebook friends today. The girl that beat up my whole family, we Facebook friends. Told you we couldn't fight. My sister could talk good. She could be like, they're like, my sister out there, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna kick your butt. I'm gonna do this to you. Yeah, I'm gonna do this to you till it's time to fight. She could talk a good game, but she couldn't fight. You know the loudmouth people, the ones that talk the loudest, the ones that can't fight. That was my sister. She could talk real good, but she can't fight. So I know Punk is someplace hearing me tell this story. We was the new people in the neighborhood. You know, you got a new family in the neighborhood, and all of us is like little light-skinned people. We was like little light-skinned, skinny people. And everybody in our whole neighborhood just bothered us. Because all my sisters had long hair. There's high yellow, long hair. They cut my sister ponytail off in 5th grade. And he took her ponytail and showed her. After he cut my sister ponytail off, you know, in the old days, you had the desks sitting right behind each other. The students, the wooden desk. You open up the wooden desk, put your books inside. He took a pair of scissors and cut my sister ponytail and said, look, Darlene, I got your ponytail. Look, Darlene, cut my sister ponytail off her shoulder. It was crazy, y'all. It was crazy when I was growing up. So, but luckily, as I got older, I learned how to fight. As I got older, stop getting bullied. All right, y'all. So that's it, y'all. That's it. Play that. Don Harmon. I'm doing great. Thanks. I'm doing great. Thanks, Don. So, the moral of the story is make sure y'all teach y'all kids not to get bullied. My dad was crazy. Y'all only want to know what my dad was telling us we should do to the people. My dad was telling us, like the people that was bullying us, my dad was telling us to break a bottle and cut their throats. This is what my dad was telling me when I was in like 5th grade. Break a bottle and cut their throats. My dad was like, hide some bricks in the bushes, and when you get to the bush, grab a brick and hit him in the head with a brick. This is stuff my dad was telling me. Like, Dad, you think somebody gonna let me dig in the bush and look for a brick? You really think I could turn my back on somebody? Excuse me, I'm about to look in this bush and I'm looking for this brick so I can hit you with. Dad, fights don't go like this. Don't go like that no more. This ain't West Side Story. Fights don't go like this. You think about the fights of the 40s and stuff like that. Nah, fights don't go like that no more. People don't like let you like, excuse me, I'm about to dig in this bush and get a brick so I can hit you with. Dude, wait a second. Give me a minute. I'm going to turn my back and start digging in a bush and look for a brick. Yep. And you wake up right in the hospital, right next to that brick. They'll take the brick to the hospital with you. That's what happened to you. My dad was crazy. I keep telling y'all. Dad was crazy. He wanted the best for us, though. He just had a crazy way of showing it. My dad never came outside and played football with me. Never. My dad never threw me a baseball because I ain't have a baseball. I ain't never had on a baseball glove, a baseball, never. My dad never played with me. Nope. Even when I got a train set and stuff like that, my dad never came in the room and like, hey, son, I see you playing with the train set. My dad come in the room and say, you got any homework? You finish your homework? How much is 9 times 9? And my crazy ass would say 18, and he sent me right down the basement. That was my dad. Yep. Next thing you know, I'm in the basement writing 9 times 9 100 times. Trying to learn my 9 times table. That's why I can't stand my 9 times table today. I said that shit a million times. Oh, sorry about that. I said this 100 times. I'm sitting down in the basement with the dog. My dog Smokey probably damn knew the timetables. You done heard me say 9 times 9 is 18 a million times. He probably knew his timetables. Yep. Now y'all know why I'm so crazy, because I was locked in the basement. Yep. Yo, look for this 3765 again, y'all. 3765. Play tonight. It came out. The 3769 came out. All right. I send you a friend request. Okay, Leroy, I got you. Yep. They should bring that back. When you're fighting and you getting beat up, you can call timeout. You know, get yourself together. They should bring that back. Yep. When I got beat up, he let me have a timeout. Like a timeout in the middle of the fight. He only punched me like 2 times. He punched me on my stomach, almost knocked the wind out of me, because it only weighed like 38 pounds. And he let me have a timeout. You know what happened today? If you go to the ground, you get stomped. That's what happened today. You get stomped while you're on the ground. In the old days, they ain't stomp you. They ain't stomp you in the old days. They let you get back up and start all over again. When I was a kid and you get beat up and you get knocked on the ground, they let you get back up and you can put your hands back up and start all over again. They want to like finish you off. Not today. What's up, Q? You fall on the ground today, you just keep getting stomped and kicked by everybody. And then they gonna record it and put you on World Star getting beat up. I'm glad they ain't had that stuff back when I was a kid. I'm glad we ain't had no cell phones. Think about this. Think about all the stuff that y'all did as kids that if they had a cell phone, they would have recorded it and you would have got in trouble. Think about all the stuff you did. I'm gonna tell you how crazy. I tell y'all it's crazy. So, what's up, Q? When I first started dating my wife, and like I told you, I met my wife when she was 10 years old. And my wife is the first person I ever had sex with. My wife is the first woman I ever had sex with. And, you know, when you first start doing it, you can't stop. So I couldn't stop. So I used to call my wife, well, my high school girlfriend. She was my high school girlfriend back then. I used to call our house every night at 12 o'clock and let the phone ring one time. That was the signal for her to come down and open the back door so I could come in the house so we can have sex. Yep. Every night at 12 o'clock. Eventually, her mom caught on that the phone keep ringing every night at 12 o'clock and hear her going downstairs after the phone ring one time. My mom got caught on to it. So one night, right before I was going on the walkathon, I used to go on the walkathon, and I snuck over here like 1 o'clock in the morning. I let the phone ring, my little bat signal, let the phone ring one time. You come downstairs, open the back door, and then we put the covers on the ground. So I'm down there, jumping around. I ain't know what I was doing. I'll let y'all know now. I ain't know nothing about no sex. I was jumping up and down. All I was doing was messing up my wife's hair. I don't know what the hell I was doing. And next thing you know it, I start hearing some feet. Some feet coming down the steps. I was like, oh shit, your mom Gary come down here. Next thing you know it, the mom come downstairs. Yo, what you doing out here doing? She tried to play it off and act like she was ironing, like 4 o'clock in the morning. Ironing clothes. The hell you ironing clothes 4 o'clock in the morning? Spanky, I know you in here. Bring your ass out here. Bring your ass out here. I tried to hide behind the water heater. I was little and skinny, so I could hide behind the water heater. Trying to hide behind the water. I'm all squinched out like this and shit, hide behind the water heater. Spanky, I know you've been here because dig on your shoe in the middle of the floor. I left my sneak because I couldn't find my sneak. I left my sneak in the blanket in the middle of the floor. I couldn't find it in the dark. So she said, Spanky, I ought to tell your father you here out there having sex with my daughter. I ought to tell your father. I'm saying to myself, you told my dad this, he gonna give me a high five. Little do you know. You told my dad he gonna give me a high five. My dad thought I'd never had sex because he know I was crazy. So she down there screaming and fussing and cussing at me. I ought to bust you upside your head. You in there having sex with my daughter. I'm saying to myself, but I love her. I ain't know what I was doing, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love her. I love your daughter. And she just cussed and fussed at me and told me never to come over her house again. That's funny. I didn't come over our house again. The funny part about that, y'all, I didn't come over our house again until 2013. That happened in 1983. The next time I came over my mother-in-law's house, my future mother-in-law, was 2013. Ain't that crazy? That day she told me never come over again, I didn't. Because me and her daughter broke up in 1983, and we got married in 2013, and I never came over here again. So she was right. I never came over here again. I told y'all I was crazy. I was crazy. I used to go. That's when I smoked weed for like 6 months, and I never smoked weed again. I don't even think it was 6 months. It might be like 3 months. I smoked weed for 3 months in my life and never smoked weed again. I said no to drugs after that, y'all. Because I was all anti. Yep, I was anti-drugs. My friends, I was the last person, all of my friends to smoke weed. They used to blow weed, smoke in my face, try to get me high. And I was like, y'all, I don't see y'all doing that mess. Y'all, I don't see how y'all doing drugs. Y'all doing that stuff. I can't believe it. I can't believe y'all smoking weed. So finally, one day I decided to try weed. I swear, the first time I smoked weed, I lost all my memory. The first night I smoked weed, I lost my memory. Ever since I smoked weed back then, this happened in 1983. That's why I've never smoked weed again after that. So I smoked weed. We was having a graduation get high party. We having graduation get high party. So I'm drinking Colt 45. I'm drinking the Old English 800. I'm smoking weed. I took some V's, volumes, little broke up volumes. I took some volumes. I was high as shit. I was high. I couldn't even walk home. Because volumes, they had me all like, we used to call it running late. They had you running late because you don't know what's going on because you're in slow motion, running late. You all dip to the side. And the weed was in my system. So my friends saw me staggering all around and I got to cross the street. I had to cross the street and the cars was coming. I was born in 83. Damn, Q. So the cars was coming. So my friends came and grabbed me because they thought I was going to hit by a car. But they saw I was so high. They didn't know what to do. So they put me in a fire plug. They tried to wake me up by putting me in a fire plug and drown me. That's how they tried to wake me up, my friends. You say ain't smart. So they put me in a fire plug and I was still high. I couldn't walk because I was so high. I couldn't, everything was in slow motion. So I fell on the ground in a patch of dirt. My friends had me rolling around in the dirt. So I'm all dirty now. They picked me up, took me down to my aunt house where I used to live at, left me on the step like I was a dead body. They left me on the step. I'm laying on the step like this, high as shit. That's laying there. Next thing you know, my aunt come outside. Spanky, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? All right? I said, yeah. I'm all high as shit. You all right? I said, yeah, I'm all right. I went upstairs. I tried to turn on a fan in the room. I fell on the ground. The room was like 90 something degrees. I fell on the ground and just stayed in there sweating. Couldn't get back up because I was so high. I couldn't even get back off the ground until my cousin came home later on night and picked me up and put me in the bed. And that's why I never smoked weed ever again after 1983. I've never touched a joint since 1983 from that one experience because I almost OD'd from weed smoke and volumes and alcohol. So never did that stuff again. And then that morning, I came downstairs. You had the munchies because I was smoking weed. Back in the day, you smoke weed, good weed, you get hungry. Yep. and I went downstairs and ate some yogurt and threw up at the breakfast table. I was so hungry. I went downstairs and ate yogurt and then I threw up at the breakfast table. And that was never again did I ever do drugs ever again after that. Yep. And that's my say no to drugs. And I never, ever, ever, ever did any drugs after that. I swore off everything. Only thing I do is drink beer. Other than that, nope. I don't even want to be around no weed smoke. That might bring back bad memories of that night. So that's my story, y'all, when I was a teenager. I used to sneak over my wife's house all the time. They had sex with her and got caught by her mom. And her mom threatened to kill me. And I smoked some weed and took some volumes and drank a lot of beer and almost OD'd. And I never did that stuff again. Never, ever. So, y'all, I miss somebody. South Carolina. 108. Wow. That's my wife's birthday, 108. And the 28 rundown hit again, y'all. 28, 58. 28 rundown that we talked about. Hit again. It's funny. It took me 3 years to talk to my wife. I've been seeing my wife since I was in 5th grade. Since I was in 5th grade, I've been seeing her. It took me 3 years to talk to her. I stuttered so bad, I was scared to say something to her. It took me 3 years. I just let her walk by me for 3 years. I'm just sitting there looking at her. Yep. All right, y'all. Let me grab some dinner. Let me grab some dinner. I'm sitting here looking at this Instagram stuff. But yeah, it's funny, y'all. I've been knowing my wife for 47 years, y'all. 47 years I've been knowing her. Yep. Ever since her mom brought her down to the card game on Friday night at my aunt's house. Back in like 1974, something like that. I've been knowing my wife. Yeah. And we just got married. I just got married 2 years ago. Got married to her 2 years ago. Q, we on I got you, Q. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. I've been in love with my wife since the first day I ever seen her. Since the first day I ever seen her, I've been in love with her. As a kid. I told you my wife looked just like Penny from Good Times. And man, I couldn't wait to get to her. I told myself, I can't have Thelma, but I'm gonna get you. I was in love with Thelma. Can't have Thelma, but I'm definitely gonna get you. And I got her. Took me 3 years, but I got her. You know, my mother-in-law still brings that up. My mother-in-law still brings up the night I snuck in that house to have sex with her daughter. That lady, 84 years old, she's still talking about it. She still remember. I can't believe she still remember it. 84. She's still talking about the night I snuck in that house. Look, your daughter fine as I don't know what. Better me than the mother who that was in my neighborhood. It's so crazy. She was a Catholic school girl. Come there with her little red dress on. A little red dress, walk by me. You got to hem your dress up. And y'all Catholic school girls, you can only have your dress above your knee, right above your knee. You can't have your dress. You got to come right to your knee. You can't have it up. I see her all the time. I used to be plotting on her. I can't wait to get her. That's how I used to be plotting on the street corner. Me and my friends on the street corner shooting dice, pitching pennies, pitching nickels, pitching quarters. Her and her little Catholic school girlfriends walk by, and I'm plotting on her. Yeah, I'm gonna get you one of these days. I can't talk right now, but I'm gonna get you one of these days. I also just be staring at her. Couldn't wait till Monday, that day that I got the courage to get myself together to get her. We still laugh about that right now. My wife was always say, I knew, I knew you were a good person. You just hung with bad people. I knew you was a good person. You just hung with bad people. I was with all the criminal dudes. Yep, I was with all the little criminals, the little thugs, the little hoodlums. Yep, I was with them. Riding a trolley home. I used to carry my wife books home from high school. I used to carry her books home, and all my little hoodlum friends on a trolley with me teasing me. Oh, look at Spanky. He all in love. Oh, look at him. They gonna get married one day. He all in love. He carrying the books. He holding the hands. Look at him. They screaming out. They on the trolley screaming, "Hey, look at cool art." They used to call me Cool Art. Look at Cool Art. He in love. Look at him. He back there holding hands. Look at him. Oh, ain't that cute? Don't they make a little cute little couple? They all in love back there. My friends teasing the shit out of me because I'm carrying my girlfriend books. Yep. I just play it. All right, Lamont. Yep. All my friends were wild and crazy, y'all. I mean, wild and crazy. They were wild and crazy. I got some pictures. I can show you my friends, my crew that I grew up with. I got some pictures of them. Y'all see how crazy it was. Yep. It's crazy. My friend Meat, his name Meat. That's his name, Meat. He used to just hide in the bushes and wait for people to come by so he could snatch their pocketbook. He used to be hiding in the bushes like a cheetah, like a lion, waiting for somebody to walk by. He used to say, hide in the tall grass, waiting for hours, waiting for you to come by so he could snatch your pocketbook. The crazy part, he couldn't run. He couldn't run. He's a big fat dude. That's why he called Meat, because he's a big fat dude. But he'd lay in the bushes like a lion, waiting for you to come by so he could snatch your pocketbook and run in slow motion. I had another friend. I'll tell you this. I played basketball a lot. We had a boy, we used to call him Slow Doc. We said he had all the moves of Dr. J, but they was in slow motion. We used to call him Slow Doc. My friends is wild and crazy. My friends, we used to have abandoned car out in the back, and we used to always do a Chicago. A Chicago is when 8 people light up J's at the same time. 6, 8 people light up J's, and we puff pass. Y'all know what I'm talking about, puff pass in the circle. Pass the J's around in the circle, puff pass. With the windows rolled up. Chicago. All the weed smoke in the car. I was in the car doing a Chicago one time, and I just started hallucinating. I don't know what type of weed they gave me. I just started hallucinating. I started hearing like voices. They left me in the car. They left me in the car with the weed smoke. My friends ain't shit. Just left me in the car. I was talking to my friend Deez about that. Leaving me in the car. What's up, Curtis? How you doing? Yo, y'all remember y'all left me in the car with all the weed smoke? Just left me there. Didn't even roll down the windows or nothing. Just left me in there. Yep. Friends, crazy. Crazy. All right, y'all. Let me go get some dinner because I can talk about this stuff all night, y'all. Crazy. Yep. All right, y'all. I'll be on tomorrow about 11 tomorrow. About 11, I'll be on tomorrow. But God bless all y'all. I hope all y'all win. Good luck to everybody. And I will see you guys tomorrow about 11. And good luck to everybody. I'm not the only one. Nah, dude, I'm extra crazy. I'm extra crazy. All right, y'all. All right, you're welcome, Lamont. All right.